Imagine an organisation where employees are energised, engaged, and achieving great results. We believe this is possible, and that's why we help organisations to develop strong leaders and more positive and engaged cultures by identifying and developing the unique strengths of their people. According to research, there is one question which predicts most effectively and consistently whether someone will be on a high-performing team or a low-performing team. At work, do you have the opportunity to do what you do best every day? Those teams where people say that they do get to use their strengths massively and consistently outperform those teams where people say they don't. The origins of strengths are related to a field called positive psychology. Positive psychology is a rebalancing of traditional psychology, which for the last 100 years has really focused on deficits, illnesses, problems and weaknesses. Traditional approaches to development have also focused on correcting flaws and weaknesses in people, and this has been shown to have a limited success and can often be draining or demotivating. So instead, we adopt the latest science from the field of positive psychology, which is the study of people at their best. Positive psychology looks at what's right about an individual, what makes people flourish and perform, and how can we really focus and get the most from your strengths and your accomplishments. This approach is about focusing on what strengthens people, what energises them, what enthuses them, and what they're really drawn towards and enjoy doing. It's about what really leaves them feeling charged. Our strengths-based approach to developing people is scientific, positive, energising and results-orientated. Studies have actually shown that by optimising strengths within organisations, you can measure an increase in engagement by up to 73% and an increase in employee performance by up to 36%. The strengths approach doesn't assume that people are without weakness. We do know that people have those, and we have tools to facilitate awareness and management of these as well. But research shows that if you provide more attention to the strength areas and develop those, that's where there is the greatest potential for growth, development and performance. It actually lies in developing the areas of strength, not weakness. We use a world-leading assessment product called Strengthscope. We train people who work in human resources, training, learning and organisational development and coaching and consulting to get accredited to use this tool and apply this approach within their organisations and with their clients. Strengthscope assesses 24 work-based strengths, which measure what energises and brings someone to life at work, those areas where people are naturally drawn to and most likely to excel. You can see in a snapshot where you are most energised. It also looks at areas that may drain you and certainly don't switch you on in terms of work. It also assesses strengths in overdrive. This is when strengths might be overdone, when they might go too far or lead to unintended consequences. It also has a multi-rater function, so it means that you can gather evidence and feedback from up to 8 people who know you and know your work performance. We are excited to announce that we are running in-house accreditation programs in 2016 across the UK and Australasia in selected locations. By getting accredited to use this world-leading strengths assessment, you'll learn the benefits of transitioning to a strengths-focused approach to managing and developing people. You'll learn the background to Strengthscope, including its psychometric properties. You'll also learn how to provide constructive and appreciative feedback and coaching based on the Strengthscope 360 report. And most of all, how to translate that learning into practical, relevant outcomes for your organisation and context. Strengthscope is a world-class tool that is making positive ripples in hundreds of organisations. I believe that by adopting a strengths-based approach to how we develop our leaders and teams and organisations, we will create more positive and productive working cultures that deliver great outcomes. We think the strengths revolution is exciting, and we are excited to be a part of it.